friends, welcome back to Tech Solutions. In today's session, I'm going to show you how to install MySql database on your Windows laptop so that you can do some SQL practice, your personal practice on your laptop. So I'm going to show you on my Windows 11. For that, first of all, we need to download the installer, and I'll show you how to and where you can find the installer, and it's free. For that, first of all, go to mysql.com website, dev.mysql.com. So let me open it. It's dev.mysql.com. Here you see this downloads option. Click here, scroll down, go to MySql community GPL downloads. Here we can find a lot of options, but we need to go for the community server, MySql community server. Click on it. Okay, so this is Windows. It's actually pre-selected as Microsoft Windows. In your case, if you don't see it, go for the Microsoft Windows option, or whichever server your operating system you have. So we'll go for this 32-bit installer, not the 64 bits. For that, just click here, go to installers. Yeah, here we have to select Windows, Microsoft Windows. There are two options. One is just the link. First one is just the link to the installer from the community center. So that's the reason you see the size of it is just 5 MB. Whereas this is the direct installer. Second link is a direct installer, which will first download the installer on your machine, and then you can install it anytime without having the internet, because the first one is a link. While installing, you will click it, the exe file, and it will download while it is installing. So that's the reason go for the second option, so that you will have the installation already downloaded on your laptop. So now it is going to ask you either to log in or to sign up. If you don't want to sign up or log in, it's absolutely fine. You can select the option no thanks, just start my download, and it will now start downloading. It's complete. So the installer is now ready. I have it in my folder. Let's double click it. Before that, let me tell you that we are going to use all the default options, but wherever we need change, I'll let you know. So double click the installer. It's initializing. Okay, preparing to install. So it's asking for the permissions. So during this process, it will ask for the permissions a couple of times. After that, it will open. To continue receiving product catalog updates, you must apply this upgrade. Do you want to apply this upgrade now? For now, I'm going to select no. Here, we will use this. We have different options. Whether you want to install developer default, server only, client only, full, or custom. So depending on your selection, you will get the product. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the developer default for now. Okay, keep it default. Next. Okay, let me do this. It's cancel, select, and then next. Yes. All these are ready to install. MySql Server, Workbench, Shell. Okay. Click on Execute button. Now it will start from the top. One by one, it will install all of them. Maybe I'll fast forward the video here. And finally, all the components are installed. All these are we need while we are going to use it. So click on the next button. Here again, next. Don't change anything. Just make a note of this MySql pipe name and memory name. Next. Next. Here we need to set up the root password. Make sure you are remembering this password, because this is something is very important for us. So I already set up the password and it's matching. Password strength is strong. Next. Windows service name is MySql 80. Don't do any changes. Don't select anything else other than the default selections here. Start the MySql server at the system startup. Either we can uncheck this, because if you want your MySql server to not to start on the startup. Okay, so click on next. No changes on this. Do you want MySql installer to upgrade the server file permissions for you? Yes, grant full access to the user running the Windows service. So keep it default. Next. Here, configuration steps are mentioned. We just need to execute it. But it looks like it's quick. Perfect. The configuration of MySql server was successful. Click finish to continue. We're done. Next. Here. Don't do anything. Finish. Next. Password. Remember the password we just set up in the last step. Enter the password and click check. Connection is succeeded. This is the reason you need to remember your password. Don't forget your password. Next. Here, these are the steps for the configuration. Execute. Finish. We are on the next step now. Here. Next. Finish. Perfect. This is the workbench. And this is a shell. So this is our shell where we can connect with the MySql, and this is workbench. Workbench is again a graphical user interface, which is I think we prefer always. So let me maximize this. Welcome to MySql Workbench. MySql Workbench is an official graphical user interface GUI tool for MySql. It allows you to design, create and browse your database schemas, work with the database objects and insert data, as well as design and run the SQL queries to work with the stored data. You can also migrate schemas and data from other database vendors to your MySql database. Perfect. This is what we want. Now let's click on the local instance MySql 80. Okay, here is the password we need. The password we set up while we did the installation, and that was, you have to remember always, because it's a root user password. If you want, you can save your password. For now, I'm just not going to check it. Click on it. Perfect. Congratulations. We installed MySql on our laptop so that we can do our own practice. We can create any tables, fire the select queries and everything. So on this one, we will slowly understand what are all these tools, menus, and how to execute the queries. We will start with our DML, DCL, DDL, everything from the next video onwards. For now, this is how we can see our MySQL workbench. So forget about this administration for now. Click on the schemas. It will show us that what are all the schemas we already got by default. We can say it's by default here. So here it is, sys and the world Shakila. So let's say world. In a world we have different tables: city, country. So use world. So it is telling that use this world database. And now what we can do, select star from city. Simple select query. Run it. Here you go. We have a city table. It has an ID column, name, country code, district, and population. Perfect. Everything is working fine after we installed MySQL. So friends, that's it from this video. We are not going to stop here. In the future, we are coming with the new MySQL learning videos. So for that, please subscribe our channel and keep supporting us. That's it from this video. Keep learning.